Basically nice weather. The weekend's almost here. We're happy to be rolling into the weekend right along with you. We're glad you're part of the WFRN family. And one of our favorite features every week, for a while now, this is becoming quite the tradition, is getting insights, tips, resources, getting connected with helping children, and really, first, helping us parents.
Yeah.
And I always learn something great from Triple P Parenting with Trish, Triple P with Trish. You can find out more at Triple P Parenting, elkhartcounty.org.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. I'm making little symbols to Trish across the studio. I was making a circle for an O. I don't know if that got
Waiting
across.
for that nod head.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Trish, we're always glad when you come in. Good morning.
Well, thanks. Good morning. How have you guys been?
Very blessed.
Yeah.
Good.
Very blessed.
Excited to have you, and it looks like we have a guest this morning.
We do, because we are getting really excited to start off the Stepping Stone seminars again. So I brought in the expert, and this is Colleen Spano.
Welcome, Colleen.
Good morning.
Good
We're
morning,
so
Colleen.
glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Colleen Spano, and we can't wait to hear what you have on your heart to share and on your mind.
So I am working on the Triple P Stepping Stones program through Triple P, and what that is geared toward are families who have children with disabilities.
Oh, that's so cool.
And the best part of this program, I believe, is that I come in with lived experience. My youngest child has multiple disabilities, and so these tips that we share at Triple P are things that I've tried, I've done successfully or not so successfully, and can share those tips as well as the Triple P tips and kind of back that up with my own stories. And
wonderful.
Yeah, one of the cool
Thank
things that we've been hearing about these special Stepping Stone seminars is that, yeah, they're for families with children with disabilities, but they're being run by people who have experience in raising children just like this. I mean, so this is really from the experience. This is what we're learning from.
That's what we're hoping. I have a lot of the tips would be kind of foreign to a lot of families, and so we can share the tips, and then I can bring in some of the materials that I've used at home and said, this is what it looks like, this is how we utilize it, and this is how it's most successful for your child.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. So when are these seminars happening, and where?
So this first series of Triple P Stepping Stones are going to happen at Prairie View Elementary School in Goshen. They're the 3 consecutive Mondays in September, beginning on September 11th and finishing on September 25th.
Okay, next month.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if someone listening right now and their ears perked, and maybe hundreds and hundreds of somebody's, their ears perked way up when they heard you say you work with children with special needs, you help parents and families who have that, and you have a child with special needs, you've been through it, and we've really got their attention. What is their opportunity to respond? Should they call Triple P and ask for you? And maybe I'm getting ahead of some tips here, but I just know there's people who are almost at their destination and are thinking, I want to find out how to get a hold of this woman.
They'd like to pounce on it right now.
I love this woman. Yeah.
So they can do it one of two ways. They can call Triple P at 574-226-0160 to register, or they can register online at the website you shared earlier, triplep.elkhartcounty.org. Correct.
Hey, we said that in perfect unison.
Hey, nice.
Okay.
Way to go.
Okay. And you can also ask for, if you can't remember names, can't remember Colleen, you can say, I heard someone on WFRN this morning on Triple P with Trish, any of that. You can ask that here. You can ask that at Triple P. We'll all work together to get you connected. Okay, ladies.
Share a tip. So helping children reach their highest potential is one full seminar. It's the second seminar that we do.
Okay.
And what they talk about are laying the foundations for children's self-help. And, that helps with their social emotional skills. And those things are laid down typically early in their lives. So these greatly influence a child's future success at school and in their friendships and other relationships, and just really life in general. So when parents choose to be the teachers of these skills for their children, those children are more likely to develop confidence and more easily reach their highest potential. And so one way to do that is just to choose a skill that you want to teach and something that's important to your family's values or your culture, or just something that'll make your everyday life run a little more smoothly. And so one tip, and then break that skill down into teachable steps so that it allows the child to be more successful. So a triple P example of this approach would be having a child, teaching a child to get themselves dressed in the morning. And so what you would do is first teach them how to put on their underclothes, then maybe put on pants, then put on their top, and then put on their shoes. And you teach that one step at a time until they've mastered each piece. So you'll teach them how to put on their underclothes until that's mastered. Then add in getting your own pants on, then getting your own shirt on, and so forth. And so that they're having these little successes instead of just saying, go get dressed. That you're teaching them, these in an easier, more successful way.
I'm sitting here, Colleen, and I'm thinking that you often will meet special needs children and or adults who have a joy of life and they glow. You do that a lot. And I'm sitting here thinking that didn't happen overnight. It was one little step at a time.
Correct.
And I just want to, I know I'm interrupting your tip, but I just want to thank you. I don't talk about this much because it was little. It was very little compared to what so many people do. But the summer after I graduated from college, I was a counselor at a camp, a wonderful big Christian camp in Michigan called Spring Hill Camps, which now is an advertising support sponsor with WFRN. We hear him here. And my role that summer was to be a special needs counselor. I would be with one child, and they called it inclusion or mainstreaming, and we would be with a cabin or a fort full of non-special needs kids. Of course, we all have special needs of different types, but and our goal was to help them do the same things. And I'd be with this child 1 week at a time, and it was the most amazing experience. And part of that was talking to the parents at the end of the week, but most of it was being with their child all week. And sometimes, just to be real, very real here, sometimes I will think of one of those children, and I'll wonder where they are. Maybe they're with the Lord now. Maybe they're still here. And I'll kind of feel like I'll just pray for them because I know they're with loving parents. Those children are blessed in so many ways. But so when I meet someone like you and what Triple P is doing and what you're doing, Colleen, and just pouring into these families for more than just one summer, it really moves me. And it really is a wonderful thing. So we just thank the Lord for what you folks are doing.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing. And we want to say again, you can call Triple P, go to their website, get a hold of them, call us at WFRN, ask. We heard Colleen this morning, or we heard the lady who works with special needs kids with Triple P, anything like that. We'll help you get connected. Any other thoughts? You're blessing people this morning. I just know God's going to use this in families' lives that are listening.
I will be back next week to share more tips.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
Excellent. We will look forward to it. And in the meantime, go to trippleplkartcounty.org. Find out more. You can also go to Facebook and search for Triple P Elkhart County. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.